All right, welcome back, everybody, to Roland Garros and probably match of the day. Match of the day, Fonseca Draper. Hopefully is going to be a banger. By the way, Grigsport has won. He just took out Quinn, so he's into the fourth round. Good result for him. Zverev just started as well. He won the first game of his match. Also, Kudermetova versus Alexandrova is about to start as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. Now, these guys have played one time before. That was in Indian Wells, and Draper smoked Fonseca. 4-love. So that was interesting. But let's see if Fonseca can get a little bit of a fight back here against Draper in the on the clay. Draper has been good on clay, though. He has not disappeared on the clay. He's been actually pretty good. Making the Madrid final. By the way, who does Grigsport play next? What's that look like? Grigsport takes on... Oh, no. Zverev. All right, well, Zverev Grigsport. We loved that last year, so it could be a rematch. So Sinner Rublev is confirmed. Winner of this will take on either Roca or Rocha or Bublik. Then you got Norrie versus Fernley. Winner plays Djokovic or Misalic. So a lot of unseeded players floating around, which is interesting. Not again. Poor Grigsport. Feel for him. He's the one who has to play Zverev every bloody time. Dasher got the win. Dasher got the win. Let's go. Great day for Dasher, beating a top 10 player. Now she's got to play. Now she's got to go play on Draper, which kind of stinks. But who was supposed to play Feast? Rublev. Rublev got the walkover. He was supposed to play Feast. Let's see if Draper is that amazing player everybody thinks. I don't think he needs to prove anything, Draper, today. I think he is already proven that he is great. Go Aussie Dasher. That's it. Aussie Dasher. Aussie Dasher. All right. Play should be on court any second. Zverev leading 2-0 first set already. Nice. Who you got, Cam? I've got Fonseca. I've got Draper in 4. Draper in 4. All right. Draper in 5, you reckon? I hope so. Will it I can't show the match. We'll get in trouble. How upset would you be if Fonseca won in 5? I would be 0 upset because I would be happy. Is Draper the favorite here? Yeah. He's the favorite. He is the favorite. I overslept and missed the whole hecking Sinner match. It was impressive. Sinner was crazy good. Me too, but think Draper is more likely and not a given. No, I think Draper wins. I've gone Draper in 4. I think Draper wins. I can't show the match, otherwise we'll get in trouble, Beatrice. I'm sorry. It's super illegal. Would this be Fonseca's best win if he wins? Yes. Yes, it would. 100%. 100%. I think Draper wins, but I'm hoping Fonseca will play his best. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's not like a straight sets easy. You know what I mean? Like, I hope it's a close match. It'd be disappointing if it wasn't. Because we're all expecting this to be epic, you know? Barry!
Statement win for Fonseca inbound will be his first against a top 5 player.
It will be a first against a top 5 player, you're right. If you can get it. If Fonseca wins a first set, we've got a match. I think that's the... If Fonseca can win that first set, we got something going on. Chat, where can I buy these Nike shirts that everybody hates that I think are cool? Not the Alcaraz one. I'm talking not the Alcaraz. Like, I'm talking about the long sleeves. Are they selling them or not? They're only selling the tennis gear. Oh no, they're selling the long sleeve. But where can I buy them? Why do they not have the men's outfits on the Nike website? They only got the ladies. That sucks for now. Guess they haven't updated it yet. Can you put this Zverev score on the whiteboard? Nah, sorry. Just keep asking, and I'll ask me what the score is, and I'll tell you. We'll keep you updated with the scores. We're just not gonna. I just can't put it on the screen. I like the grey and is it green and white? 93 euro. It's $160. I don't like it that much. I don't even think it's... Is it... Oh, is it made of... Is it polyester? Ugh. Yuck. Okay, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it at all. I don't want one. Ugh. Ugh. Get out of my face. I don't want that shit. Get that out of my face. I don't want that. I'll take my... second-hand, thrifted Tommy Hilfiger long sleeve any day. You can't have a polyester rugby jersey. That's gross. It's got to be like nice feeling material. Polyester sucks. Yeah, polyester for sports, I get that, but polyester for rugby, no. It's got to be. That's terrible. Yeah. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. No, thank you. How much for the t-shirts? Yikes. I know, they're pretty expensive too. But if Alcaraz wins, I got to buy one. I have to keep the collection going. I have to keep the collection thriving. I don't know how I'm going to display the... How do I want to figure out a way to display these jerseys without having to hang them on my wall in big frames. There must be a cool way to do it. I want to actually, chat, do you reckon I could fold it up and put it in one of these? You reckon I could put the jerseys in this? Maybe I'll put it in this. Like, I'll buy a bunch of these and I can put the Alcaraz... I can fold them up and then put him in like these. That could work. That could work. T-shirt quilt? No, I don't want to ruin it. Otherwise, it's going to be just like I don't have enough wall space. Like I can't put them in those because they'll be huge. You need a rail? Yeah, I don't know if that'll. I don't want to have them displayed everywhere because then it'll just be too much. I want to put them. I want to protect them. Cam has feet? Nah, that was just a green screen. I don't want to put them on like in big frames because it's no point anyway. Because you only see most of the design is from on the chest anyway. You don't need to see the whole shirt. There's not enough on the whole shirt to make it interesting. Now, I don't have enough wall space for a whole jersey wall. And I don't have enough jerseys for a whole wall. I mean, I'm looking at some people that make quilts out of like old sports jerseys. That kind of look sick, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to ruin these shirts. Anyways. All right. Players are just warming up, and then we can get started. All right. It's 2-1 Zverev. Get your scores correct. Why? Who said 3-0? Who do you think is the best logo of the big three? Rafa. Take photos, display them in a collage, and frame it. No, I want to like store them. I don't know. I've just got to put them. I want to put them somewhere that I can, so they don't. So I can just put them away somewhere instead of just hanging them up on a wall. You can get a deeper display box and fold them so that a section of the shirt shows at the top. Yeah, that's what I can't find. I can't find a. All I find is like massive. Oh, hang on. What was that I saw? T-shirt frame. Okay. That's kind of cool. I'll find something. I'll find something for him. All right, chat. Here we go. Who you got winning this one? I've got Draper in 4, but I would not be surprised if Fonseca did some crazy shit because we've been watching him do crazy stuff for the last 6 months. But I'm still picking Draper. So let's see. Here we go. Draper, Fonseca. And Fonseca's going to serve. Into the backhand of Draper. Fonseca forehand. To the forehand of Draper on the stretch. Draper hits it out, 15 love. Fonseca already on the attack, and the crowd is already screaming and shouting. 15 love. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. There's a backhand to the forehand of Draper. And then Fonseca hits it long, and it's 15-0. This is match of the day. By the way, Zverev is up 3-1. All right, 15-0. Serve again. Into the forehand of Draper, who hits it in the net. 30-15. Big box frame, they're called? Are they? Okay. There's a forehand now from Fonseca. That goes long, and it's 30-0. All right, 30-0. Serve again. Into the backhand of Draper. Return goes the forehand of Fonseca. He puts it away. And it's 40-30 Fonseca. First game of the match. $40-30. As a return, goes in the forehand of Fonseca. Draper slice on the stretch, goes long. 1-0 Fonseca. 1-0 Fonseca. Okay. Draper to serve. One love Fonseca. As we serve into the backhand of Fons. Draper forehand into the forehand of Fonseca. Fonseca sprays it. And it's 15-love. By the way, chat, we're already at 100 likes. Can we get to 300 likes by the end of the set? Don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 250,000 subs. It's going to be a banger, hopefully. 15-love. First serve's a fault by Draper. Second serve. Oh, Draper double fault. 15-all. All right, 30-15. As the return goes in to the backhand of Draper, Fonseca drop shot. And Draper gets there. Fonseca slice. Draper volleys it away though. 40-15. All right. As Draper holds, 1-1. All right. Back to Fonseca. As he serves an ace on the tee. 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. Into the forehand of Draper. Return the forehand of Fonseca. Draper backhand on the stretch. Fonseca goes down the line. Draper goes into the backhand of Fonseca again. The forehand of Draper. Fonseca backhand again. Goes in the net this time. And it's 15 all. 15 all. Serve again. Into the forehand of Fonseca. No, sorry, backhand of Fonseca to the forehand of Draper. As Fonseca backhand. Again to the forehand of Fonseca. Draper down the line. Fonseca gets there with the backhand into the forehand of Fonseca to the forehand of Draper. Fonseca forehand again. Draper slice. Fonseca forehand again as Draper goes down the line with a forehand into the forehand of Fonseca, who hits it in the net. 15-30. Chance for Draper to get the break. 15-30. As we get a return, goes out by Draper, 30 all. As a return goes out by Draper, 40-30. As a return from Draper. Goes in the corner of Fonseca. Draper with a pass. Fonseca with a volley. Draper with a backhand pass. Fonseca volley. Draper pass. Winner. All right. We get to deuce. Good rally. All right. We get to deuce. As we default second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Draper. Fonseca again to the forehand of Draper. It's Fonseca forehand in the nets. Advantage Draper. Advantage Draper. To take the break. Alcaraz at least donates a set sometimes. Okay. Advantage Draper. First serve is a fault by Fonseca. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Draper. Back in Fonseca to the forehand of Draper. Fonseca forehand. Goes long. Draper breaks. 2-1. Okay. Draper breaks. Zverev against Greek sport every year. So Zverev's about to win the first set 6-1. He's cruising. Yeah. Will Fonseca lose? It's only 2-1. It's just started. All right, just relax. All right. Break for Draper. Okay. I thought Fonseca wouldn't be nervous, but I'm wrong. Yeah, I think Fonseca's just trying to overhit, like trying to. Well, I mean, Draper's playing strong, but I think Fonseca's just trying to. He's not defending. He's just trying to be aggressive, and Draper is being aggressive. So, yeah. All right, server to the backhand of Fonseca. Draper to the backhand of Fonseca into the forehand of Draper. As Fonseca forehand to the backhand of Draper to the Fonseca backhand. But Fonseca hit it wide. 15-love. Zverev hasn't won the first set yet? No. As the return goes in the forehand of Draper. Slice Fonseca. To the backhand of Draper. It's Fonseca forehand to the forehand of Draper. Into the backhand of Fonseca. Draper down the line. Fonseca slices it back. Draper comes to the net. Fonseca pass. There's a lob. But Draper with a smash too strong. I tell you, Draper is playing very, very well to start this match. He has come out here on a mission. 30-love. He is like playing super aggressive. And it's working. $30-love. As the return goes the forehand of Draper, forehand of Fonseca. Draper volleys it away. 40-love. Schedule out already, is it? Yeah, it just came out. Okay, so tomorrow, Runa Musetti night match. Yep, that makes sense. Oh, interesting. Sabalenka is not on court 1. Center court, she's on court 2. Palini's Federlina first match, followed by Swiatek, then Alcaraz. Sabalenka and Nisimova on court 2. Interesting. Interesting schedule. Anyways, Fonseca is a winner, 40-15. $40-15. All right, backhand into the net by Fonseca. And Draper, 3-1. 3-1. Okay, 15 love. As Draper hits a winner, 15-all. As we got a fault, second serve. As Fonseca hits it straight to Draper, who just missed the winner. He just missed the winner. 30-15. As it goes wide on the return from Draper, 40-15. As with a forehand and a backhand rally. That goes out by Draper. All right, 3-2 Draper with the break. All right. Zverev, by the way, serving at 5-2 in the first set. What was wrong with Feast? He has stress fractures in his back, which is super serious. So he might not play Wimbledon. Like Feast might not play for a few months, which is really really sucks. But yeah, super scary. Yeah, very serious injury. All right. 3-2 Draper. He has the break. Zverev just won the first set 6-2. Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks at least. Yeah, which means Wimbledon's not going to happen. He'll probably be back for the US Open series. That's why tennis fans are the worst in the world. Why? What are you yelling at me for? What are you yelling at us for? We're a great community. We streaming Russetti Runa. Of course we are. Of course we are. Come on. What would Fonseca's ranking be if he wins? Great question. Great question. If Fonseca wins, he will be into the top 50, around like 49 in the world. So there you go. Top 50 for Fonseca if he wins. Draper, if he wins, will still be 4, which is a career high for him. So that's fun. 30 love. He won't, don't worry. Matthew, why are you also negative? 30 love. Mr. Negative over here. As with a fault from Draper. Second serve. As return goes a forehand of Draper. Back in now Fonseca to the backhand of Draper. Fonseca forehand. Again to the backhand of Draper to the forehand of Fonseca. Into the backhand of Draper. Who hits it wide. Mr. Realist. Nah, bro, you're just straight up negative. That's okay. Just don't know why. 30-15. As we just serve again. It's a fault. Second serve. Is Draper better than Runa? Better how? And the backhand goes in the forehand of Fonseca off the tape. And Draper comes to the net. Lobbed by Fonseca. But Draper puts it away. 40-15. Thanks for the update. Poor Feast. Tough. Tennis is tough. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks for Feast. He's had such a good season too. Like, he's been so good. Yeah. 40-15. And, like, those injuries are, like, super dangerous too, right? As we're forehand now from Draper into the forehand of Fonseca. Draper forehand to the backhand of Fonseca. Into the forehand of Draper. Who hits it long. 40-30. 40-30. As the return goes the backhand of Draper. Fonseca backhand into the forehand of Draper. Fonseca drop shot. Draper gets it and puts it away. All right, game Draper. All right. 4-2. As the return goes in the forehand of Fonseca, Draper forehand into the forehand of Fonseca is Draper into the backhand of Fonseca to the forehand of Draper. It's Fonseca into the Draper backhand. Fonseca forehand again. Into the forehand of Draper. Again, the forehand of backhand of Fonseca. Draper down the line. Fonseca gets on the stretch. Puts in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Now we get a let. As return goes the forehand of Fonseca. Draper backhand to the slice of Fonseca, but Fonseca hits a wide. Love 30. Love 30. As the return goes into the forehand of Fonseca, and Fonseca overhits it. Love 40. As we get a fault from Fonseca. Second serve. As a return from Draper to the back of Fonseca. Draper forehand is a winner. Draper 5-2. Draper came to play. Cam is 47. Yep. Okay. All right. Draper's going to serve the first set. I have a serious question. Please respond. Been watching this match. What's so exciting about this Fonseca guy? I'm seeing nothing so far because Draper's not letting him play. You got to watch Fonseca play somebody who is not Draper. When Fonseca plays Draper, Fonseca looks terrible. But against everybody else, he looks great. It's just this matchup, Draper's just... I feel like Fonseca's bringing out the best in Draper. I don't think Draper's played this well this week. Draper's playing amazing. Fonseca is not able to do anything. Draper's just too good, yeah. Draper is too good. 5-2. There's a default second serve. As the return goes out by Fonseca, 15 love. Serve again. There's an ace by Draper. 30 love. 30 love. As Draper serves a fault second serve. And the return goes a forehand to Draper. Draper hits it out. 30-15. It's too early to rule out Fonseca. I agree. But also, Draper's playing really well. Serve is a fault by Draper. Second serve. Double fault. 30 all. Serve again. Into the backhand of Fonseca. Draper forehand to the forehand of Fonseca. Into the forehand of Draper. Fonseca backhand open court. Goes long. Draper too strong. And it's 40-30. Draper with the set point. They take the first set. As we return now the backhand of Draper. Forehand of Fonseca to the backhand of Draper. As Fonseca in the net. Draper 6-2. First set. Draper takes the first. Can we want to see you without filters? What filters? What are you talking about filters? This is my real face. What are you talking about filters? Okay. First set in the bag for Draper. That was a quick set, yeah. Okay. 6-2. I think Jack had enough with the French the other night, yeah. 3 winners, 16 errors from Fonseca. 8 winners and 7 errors from Draper. So Draper played okay. I mean, Draper was more aggressive. The server Draper was great. But Fonseca played shocking. 3 winners and 16 errors? I think Fonzie just panicking a little bit. Damn, that's a... Fonzie playing terrible. Oh, well, it can only get better. Six-2. Jack just being less error prone? Not really. 8 winners, 7 errors. That's a good set. But Fonseca, like, shocking. I think Fonseca's just rushing everything. He's just trying to attack too much. Needs to be defensive. Play a little bit more defense, a bit more patient. And he's just kind of panic trying to hit winners, you know? All right, 6-2. Love 15. You sure not just looking at the match button at the match by numbers? Well, that's what the numbers say. Love 15. I mean, the stats don't lie very often. Love 15. Was it a 4 now from Fonseca? Draper backhand. Again, the forehand of Fonseca. Draper. Again to the Fonseca forehand who goes down the line. Draper gets it back, but it goes wide. 15 all. This crowd's starting to get on Fonseca's side because they want to see a match, right? So they're going to go for the guy who is not winning. All right. As we get a forehand from Fonseca to the backhand of Draper. Fonseca forehand again to the backhand of Draper and to the backhand of Fonseca. Draper forehand. As Draper then hits it in the net with a drop shot. $30-15. PSG or Inter Milan? I don't know. No, I don't know. 30-15. As Fonseca serves a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand from Draper. Backhand of Fonseca. Draper backhand goes into the forehand of Fonseca. Draper slice. As Fonseca comes in. Puts it away. That's better play by Fonseca. Much better play. Why is that match so hyped up so much? Why is that match hyped up so much? Which match? Ace. All right. That's better from Fonseca. That's a start. The Champions League final? I don't know. For those in Switzerland, what channel can you watch it? I don't know. All right, one love. Fonseca starts better in the second. Also, Boysen took out Giacomo. The French woman, the only French... I think the only French player left in the draw, right? Is there any Frenchman left in the draw? No. The only French player left is playing against Pegula in the 4th round. So there you go. Still a French player left. All right, Draper. Big serve. 15 love. Serve again. It's a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Fonseca. Forehand from Draper to the forehand of Fonseca. Draper to the slice of Fonseca. And then Draper with a smash. 30 love. $30 love. $30 love. As a fault, second serve. Serve to the forehand of Fonseca, but he hits it out in the return. 40 love. 40 love. Ace, 1-0. Draper holds. All right, 1-1. All right. Nice serve, Fonseca, 15 love. The French will support anybody that is against a British player. Haha. I just think they just want a better match. And the only way they're going to get that is if Fonseca wins the set. 15 love. Uh, 15 love. How old is Draper? He is 23. All right, return goes to the forehand. Fonseca, 30 love. Fonseca in the net, though, 30-15. 30-15. And then an ace. 40-15. As the drop shot goes in the net by Fonseca, 40-30. Serve is an ace. All right. Fonseca 2-1 in the second. Okay. All right. I do think the second set will be a lot tighter. I hope so. If the second wins the second, we got a match. Your dog not watching Oh, okay. Draper needs to be in the zone now because Fonseca is, if he wins this set, the crowd will double down. Maybe. Possibly. Okay. Nice serve. Draper, 15 love. Mia's having a power nap. Yep. Has there been a good Brazilian player in the past? Yes. Gustavo Kuerten in the 90s was a great Brazilian player. Won a bunch of French Opens. World number 1. All right, 30 love. Yeah, Guga Kuerten. 30 love. As the return goes in the net from Fonseca, 40 love. As a default second serve. As he double faults Draper, 40-15. As the return goes a forehand, Draper, he puts it away. 2-0 in the second. Why does Draper find it easy against Fonseca? God, there's no way of saying this without sounding like I'm just gonna get shit for it. I don't know. All right, 2-0. I don't know. Beats me. No idea. 2-0. Fonseca serves. As we get a return now from Draper. Into the back of Fonseca. Draper forehand. Again to the forehand of Fonseca. Fonseca overhits it. Love 15. Yeah, I have no idea. Love 15. Very professional answer. All right, serving to the forehand of Draper. Return goes wide. 15-0. Serve again. As a bit of fault from Fonseca. Return goes now from Draper into the front of Fonseca. Draper into the back end of Fonseca. The front of Draper down the line. Fonseca on the stretch. Oh, hits a winner. That's a great shot. 30-15. Great shot, Fonseca. 30-15. I'll say this, chat. As we're going to extend the T 40-15. I think we got to. I feel like the word overrated or the word overhyped has been used so much more in the last couple of years, right? Compared to when the GOATs were around. Because when the GOATs were around, when it was the big three, GOAT generation, I feel like overrated and overhyped was never a word that was used that much. Like, nobody ever called Zverev overhyped, or Medvedev, or Tsitsipas, or any of those guys. But because lately we don't have the big three, so we're kind of like, who the hell's next? And then as soon as somebody doesn't perform as well, as we get a lovely winner from Fonseca 3-2. It feels like the last couple of years when we've been searching for the next great players of the generation, we're throwing all the names up because we don't know who it is, and then all of a sudden that person doesn't become the player that we want them to be, so then people get angry and then start going overhyped, overrated, whatever. But we've also got to remember, anyone who thinks that anyone's overrated or overhyped, just think of this guy, just think of the guys that you like at 18, right? So let's say Alcaraz. Alcaraz at 18, yeah, he was getting some good wins, but he wasn't beating everybody like he is today, right? Sinner at 18 wasn't kicking everyone's ass like he is today, right? We've got to remember that Fonseca is 18. And that he will, Draper might beat him today, and he beat him before, but at 19 and 20, he'll be way more competitive, right? Just like Alcaraz, when he first started playing Zverev, was losing. Or even Sinner versus Medvedev, right? Sinner lost to Medvedev 6 times in a row before he got a win, and now he leads the head-to-head, right? So there's always, Sinner at 18 was a prospect. He had potential, right? And now he doesn't lose to anyone else other than Alcaraz, right? So we just have to remember that before we start going, oh, this guy's he sucks. He's 18. Draper at 18 wasn't as good as he is now, right? So again, I don't think we should just start throwing players out every time they don't perform spectacularly every day, right? Because they're not the GOATs. They're not going to be the GOATs now, right? They're not going to be Federer, Nadal, Djokovic now. They might never be. But everybody starts, nobody starts with a bang. There's only a few players in the history of tennis on the men's side that start as a teenager and just start kicking ass, right? Doesn't happen. It hasn't happened. Alcaraz recently, right? Before that, Nadal. Before that, Sampras, Becker, Agassi. It's almost every 20 years we get a couple, maybe 1 or 2 players that do win a slam as a teenager, right? Doesn't happen every decade, every year. So I don't think we should expect it to happen every time. Yeah, Hewitt, back in the early 2000s. Roddick, I think, was early 20s. 40 love. But again, just before we start, people start saying that Fonseca's overrated, because I know it's going to happen. He is 18. And I don't think we should just throw him away as if he's not going to be anyone. Because there's plenty of time. Draper, great serving, by the way. 3-all. Also, this match isn't over. So, all right. 3-3. And this is only his second Grand Slam main draw, Fonseca. And he's made the third round for the first time. His first Roland Garros as well. All right. Fonseca to serve. 3-0. As the return goes into the forehand of Fonseca. Backhand now from Draper. Into the backhand of Fonseca. Draper forehand to the forehand of Fonseca. Draper backhand. Fonseca. Forehand again to the backhand of Draper. Fonseca volley. Draper pass. Too good. Fonseca just keeps going to the same spots and Draper knows where it's going. He's not making Draper move enough. Love 15. At least not on that rally. Love 15. Caboli breaks again. Ooh, Caboli's up 4-2 in the second against Zverev. We're going to fault from Fonseca. Second serve. Alexandra Eala won the first set against Kudermetova. All right, return goes into the backhand of Fonseca. Backhand slice from Draper in the net. 15-all. But look at the stats, right? Draper's playing a clean match. First serve is untouchable. Look at Fonseca's stats, though. He is overhitting everything and trying to... I think he has got that early Alcaraz kind of problem, and Rune has this problem a little bit too, is that they try and hit their way out of trouble, right? They don't think their way out of trouble because that's what they do when they're 18, right? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to muscle their way out of a problem. Okay, well, I better hit the ball hard and try and, hit winners because this guy's scaring me. But it's not working, right? And that's where like this Zverev generation, even from an early age, they were defense first, and whereas the new guys are attack first, but when it doesn't work, it can be really bad. All right, 40-15. When it works, though, it's amazing, right? But it is very, volatile. And Fonseca has hit a lot of errors because he's just trying to out-hit Draper here. But Draper knows. Draper goes down the line at the forehand of Fonseca. Fonseca hits it wide. Again, Fonseca just trying to hit winners where there's not a winner to be hit, All right, 40-30. There's a default second serve. As we return now to the forehand of Fonseca. Draper forehand to the forehand of Fonseca. Draper with a backhand. Into the forehand of Fonseca. There's Draper. Again to the forehand of Fonseca. Draper with a backhand cross. Fonseca slice. Draper comes to the net with a drop shot. Winner. And we get the deuce. And Fonseca's Draper's kind of baiting Fonseca to go for shots because he's just kind of looping it back down the middle and trying to make Fonseca hit something harder. And then when Fonseca does go for something, Draper's like, well, I can just hit an angled shot and win, All right. Deuce. As Draper returns into the forehand of Fonseca. Fonseca hits it out. Again, Fonseca is just not setting up points. He's just trying to smack winners. Advantage, Draper. So you're saying Fonseca is stupid? No, I'm saying you're stupid. Advantage, Draper, for that comment. As with a serve, into the backhand of Draper. Forehand out from Fonseca. That's a good shot. Draper gets it. Fonseca volleys it away, though. That was a slightly better setup. Back to deuce. Nice work. He slapped the inside-out forehand, came to the net, and Draper couldn't get a pass. Still risky, though. He's playing risky. Also stream the Zverev match. Nah. I don't want to. Deuce. Is it a fault second serve? As the return goes into the backhand of Fonseca. Draper forehand to the backhand of Fonseca. Draper backhand to the backhand slice of Fonseca. Draper drop shot. It's too good. Man, Draper just... Now he's starting to play, Draper. Advantage now. Advantage, Draper. To take the break. Fonseca, stupid kid. He win by luck and crowd support. Yeah, you're out. As that goes out by Draper. Bro just came in here with... I don't know. Are you okay? Relax, buddy. All right, deuce. As with a serve. There's a fault. Second serve. As a return. Goes in the forehand of Fonseca. Draper backhand to the back of Fonseca. Into the forehand of Draper on the stretch. As Fonseca goes to the backhand of Draper into the forehand of Fonseca, slice Draper. Fonseca backhand cross. Draper gets it. As we're backhand again to the forehand of Draper. Draper hits a winner. Advantage Draper. By the way, chat, I guess people didn't listen to what I just said about like maybe just like taking, be a little bit more mindful about the fact that like, oh, he's 18 and how was Alcaraz at 18? How was Sinner? And nobody, you didn't listen. There's so many people in the chat that didn't listen, and they were like, he's overrated. Okay, you didn't listen. But thank you for whatever. All right, return into the forehand of Fonseca. Forehand now from Draper down the line. Fonseca into the net. Break for Draper. And he's up 4-3 in the second. Draper setting a break. 4-3. 4-3. 4-3. So you're saying your viewers are stupid? No. I'm just saying your comment was stupid. I make stupid comments all the time. Don't worry about it. It's normal. We can't all be smart all the time. Can we please stop with the criticism? He's an exciting player to watch, and if you don't want to think he thinks so, then don't watch him. Thank you. Exactly. By the way, Ibrahim, you constantly are saying, Fonseca, I don't see the hype. I don't see the hype. I don't see the hype. Okay, then leave. It's all good. No, blah, blah. I'm just messing with you. You set me up with the easy. Come on. Come on. You know what's up. You know, you've been here. All right. 4-3 Draper. He's doing a great job still at 18. Time will tell. Yeah, exactly, Michelle. This match is not living up to the hype. Yeah, Fonseca's just hitting too many errors. Draper's solid. Draper's not giving Fonseca anything. And Fonseca's just can't produce the winners. And he's making a lot of errors. Overhitting a lot of shots. This match was hyped for no reason. They need to stop disrespecting Jack. Chat, let's stop complaining and calling for the manager. Can we stop doing that? Can we stop doing that, please? Can we please stop doing that? Can we please? Let's stop complaining. 15 love. It's Saturday. Get excited. It's Saturday. It's the weekend. Let's not complain on the weekend. Let's complain on Monday morning when we have to go back to work. 15 love. 15 love. Where'd I buy this shirt? I got this shirt I made it. My brother made the design and I got it. It's a one of one. My brother gave it to me. He designed it and it's a one of one. 30 love. 30 love. Surely you don't have a job on Monday morning, do you, Cam? No, I'm unemployed. I'm saying you have a job. I'm saying you, not me. I'm unemployed. Monday mornings are sleeping for me. But I'm saying for you, like everyone else. You missed the Dasher match? She was fired? You think I missed the Dasher match? Come on now. I missed the Dasher match? What are you talking about? I missed the Dasher match. Come on now. Don't call me Shirley. Oh my God. Come on now. Relax, buddy. Come on, Lady Jess J. Of course I didn't miss it. I just didn't stream it because I didn't want to cry. And I didn't want to lose my voice. All right. Forehand winner there from Draper, 40-15. Fonseca needs to add some variety to his shots. I think Fonseca needs to get he needs to get better defensively. The defense is lacking. He's trying to be all-out aggressive, and when it works, it's great. But when it doesn't work, he's not kind of slowing it down. He's not slowing down the points. He's not trying to, slice and dice or set up the points better, or he's just trying to hit harder, and he's making more errors. And look, that's an experience thing. That happens. We've seen it with Alcaraz. We've seen it with Rune. We've seen it with even Lehechka. He does that as well. If he's not playing well, he'll hit harder and harder, and then all of a sudden, he's out of the match. It happens. As he hits a winner there from down the line, 15 love. So yeah, he just needs to add a little defense to his game, as if things aren't working, so he can go back and take it down a notch, right? Instead of trying to hit his way out of the problem. As that goes out by Fonseca again, another error, 15-0. Difference between Rune and Alcaraz is that Rune and Alcaraz. And I'm not saying that. Okay. When I'm saying Rune and Alcaraz, I mean early days, young Rune and Alcaraz. I'm not saying now Rune and Alcaraz. Rune and Alcaraz now have built a defense. I mean, Alcaraz already had the defense, but he did sometimes. I mean, there are moments where Alcaraz gets silly and tries to hit ridiculous shots all the time and gets in a bit of a funk. But I'm saying like early days, they would try and hit their way through problems. They used to do it a lot more. But then they got a little bit older, they played a little bit more tennis, and they got better defensively. And Fonseca will get that. Instead of trying to smoke the ball every time, as he hits a forehand now to the back of Draper, volley from Fonseca is a lovely one, and it's 40-15. And that'll happen. I mean, he's not going to be perfect coming out the gate. Nobody does, except for Rafa. Even Rafa, though. I mean, Rafa started at 16. He didn't get a Grand Slam until 2 years later. So it took Rafa a few years to, when he started seriously, Rafa wasn't winning slams the first match he played, except for when he played first match at Roland Garros. But yeah, he just got it. But Rafa was defense first. See, that was a little bit different, right? Same with those guys that I mentioned, Zverev, Medvedev and stuff. They were defense first, whereas the newer guys seem to be offense first. And then they've got to bring in the defense a little bit more, whereas like Novak and Rafa and, even the Medvedev, Zverev generation, very much defense first. And then they would try and add the offense. Whereas these guys are trying to hit the ball a million miles an hour all the time. And then they got to bring in they got to bring it back a little bit to kind of play a little smarter rather than just playing super aggressive. All right. How's the volley winner right there? That's amazing. Oh, yeah. Fonseca's got great shots. Fonseca's still learning. Every match is a lesson. Exactly. Can you compare Draper and Murray when they started their career? No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. All right, 5-4. I don't want to compare Draper and Murray. That sounds like a trap. Okay, 5-4. Draper serving for a 2 sets to love lead. Okay. Draper for a 2 sets to love lead. By the way, Djokovic plays in like 4 hours. As a return from Fonseca goes the forehand of Draper. Forehand of Fonseca off the tape. Goes wide. 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. As Draper comes in, puts away the smash. $30 love. $30 love. There's a bit of fault. Second serve, Draper. As the return goes into the forehand of Fonseca, Draper back into the backhand of Fonseca, then Draper shanks it. And it's 15. 30-15. $30-15. $30-15. There's a bit of serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Serving in the backhand of Fonseca. Forehand from Draper. Into the forehand of Fonseca. Draper backhand. As Fonseca goes in the backhand of Draper again. Fonseca forehand down the line. Draper on the stretch. Fonseca. Forehand winner. All right, that was a better point. 30 all. Much better point. By the way, Rocha and Bublik have just started as well. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Okay. 30 all. Now Draper usually hits a big serve at this stage. $30 Serve out wide the forehand of Fonseca. Return goes in the forehand of Draper, who hits a drop shot. Fonseca's going to get there. Draper pass. Goes out. And the crowd go wild. 30-40. A chance to break back. 30-40. The crowd has found a voice. 30-40. Draper serves. He serves a fault. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Draper. Fonseca slice. Into the forehand of Draper. Again to the forehand of Fonseca on the stretch. Draper gets the point though. Fonseca hits it long. All right, we get to deuce. We get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. As we had a fault, second serve. Second serve, double fault. Okay. Double fault, Draper. Fonseca, a chance to break back. As with a serve in the net from Draper. Oh, no, it was a let. It went over. It hit the tape and went over. All right, advantage Fonseca. Serve again from Draper. There's an ace. That serve is such a weapon. All right, deuce. We get to deuce. Draper serves again. Into the backhand of Fonseca. Return goes out. Advantage Draper for a 2-sets-to-love lead. Advantage Draper. As we return now from Fonseca. Draper with a forehand. Into the forehand of Fonseca. Draper backhand. To the forehand of Fonseca. Hits it in the net. 2-sets-to-love for Draper. 6-4 in the second. All right. Draper takes the second. He had to fight for it, though. It wasn't easy in the end. 2-sets-to-love. All right. Draper too strong. Yep. Fonseca's just making too many errors. And Draper's not giving him any free points. That was clutch? Yeah, that was clutch. Just when we thought Fonseca was back to doing something. All right. Well, Fonseca doesn't have any tactics. I mean, unless Draper was just a little nervous at the end of that set, I don't know. That was a better set by Fonseca, though. Got his first break points of the match, but didn't get the break. 13 winners, 12 errors. But again, Draper just not giving away anything. 14 winners and 6 errors. I mean, Fonseca's going to have to... That's why Fonseca's trying to hit everything for a winner, because that's the only way he can win points. Draper's not giving him freebies. All right. Draper with a 2-sets-to-love lead. Does Nole hold the record for most consecutive slams, Wimbledon to Roland Garros? I don't know. Probably. Fonseca getting awesome experience right now? Yeah. Draper, the winner of this match will take on either Bublik or Rocha. So Draper is pretty much going to be in the quarterfinals. Because it would be shocking if he won this match in straights and then lost the next match, which is supposed to be easier. Do you think Fonseca will get a set? Look, Fonseca played better at the end of the second, but he just gave away the break. Too early. If he can hold his serve and stay in front, maybe he can take the third. Okay. All right. I think Fonseca is done now. He will learn from this, though. Yeah, for sure. Fonseca safely landed to earth. What do you mean? By the way, Zverev is up a set, but down 6-5 in the second against Caboli. Talk about Draper Sinner matchup. Nah. Okay. By the way, Alexandra Eala is about to get to the fourth round. She's about to demolish Kudermetova. Okay. Fonseca to serve first in the third. All right, Fonseca. To take the first game, if he can, on the second. He's got to stay in front. Fonseca's goal in this set should be hold serve as much as possible. Do not let Draper get a break. Love 15. As a return from Draper goes into the forehand of Fonseca. Draper backhand slice. And a forehand winner, Fonseca. All right, 15-0. And so the forehand now from Fonseca, and then Draper hits a drop shot winner. 15-30. All right, 15-30. Yep, Zverev, Caboli in a tiebreak second set. Draper is definitely the best British player since Andy. Oh, yeah. 100%. All right, 15-40. A chance for the break straight away for Draper in this third set. $15.40. Serving to the forehand of Draper. Return goes to the forehand of Fonseca. Draper pass goes wide. That was close. $30.40. As a default second serve. As a return goes into the backhand of Fonseca, and then Draper hits it out, and we get to deuce. We get to deuce. As with a return into the forehand of Draper. Forehand from Fonseca to the backhand of Draper, to the forehand of Fonseca. Draper again goes the forehand of Fonseca in the net. Advantage Draper. Advantage Draper. To take the break. As Draper breaks, Fonseca hits it out. And it is 1-love in the third. Draper 2 sets to love. What if Bublik makes an incredible run to the final? That'd be crazy. Okay. I don't think Bublik trained physically enough to hold up until final. People were quick to doubt Draper without evaluating the faults of Fonseca. I don't know who do you mean? Because I picked Draper in 4. I'm surprised that it hasn't been closer, but I'm not surprised Draper's winning. But who's been saying that Fonseca is going to beat Draper? Who predicted that? Are they doing that on the TV, are they? As with a forehand winner. 15-love. I picked Draper in 3. I have receipts. That's fine. I was hoping that this would be closer. Because it was supposed to be better than the match we're getting right now. 30-love. As Draper serves a fault second serve. Draper versus Fonseca is just an example of when a great player comes up against a world-class player. Yeah, there's definitely a level of experience difference for sure. I saw a lot of comments saying Fonseca would win. Okay. Fair enough. All right. 30-15. $30-15. 7 to the forehand of Fonseca. Back in a Draper as a drop shot winner. 40-15. 40-15. $40-15 as we had a fault second serve. As a return goes into the forehand of the Draper. Forehand of Fonseca to the forehand of Draper. Into the forehand of Fonseca. Draper with a backhand. Into the backhand of Fonseca who hits it in the net. 2-love Draper. Gil got the prediction right. What about you? What, I picked Draper in 4. What did Gil predict? Draper in 3? Fonseca Draper is like watching a koala meet a lion. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of life, but, maybe. We don't have lions here. Not in the wild. Gil is always right. Yeah, Gil gets a lot of predictions wrong. Sorry, right. And a lot of people think he doesn't get them right. Credit the man when he gets them right. Also, anybody who makes fun of anyone's predictions and didn't make a prediction is a fool. The joke's on you. You can't be throwing stones if you haven't made a prediction. If you made a prediction, we can talk, but Alexandra Eala won. Nice. All right, love 15. Great shot by Draper. Is it a backhand on the stretch? And that goes in the net by Draper. 15-all. As the return goes back in for second, but he shanks it long, and it's 15-30. Be kind to Cam when it comes to predictions. Bro, I picked Draper. By the way, Draper overhits. I don't know what happened. Fonseca's shank went in, apparently, and Draper hit it long in the end. 30-15. Never doubt Draper, Cam. Learn your lesson. You've been timed out 14 times, buddy. Learn your lesson. There's been a slice into the corner. Draper. Draper, the drop shot winner. 40-15. Mods, I reckon we get a flamethrower today. We're going to start burning people. Get them out of here. Get them, everyone out. We're getting rid of people that don't listen. 30-all. Get them out of here. Call security. Get the flamethrower. That's it. 30-all. As the return goes in the back end of Fonseca. Draper forehand into the slice of Fonseca. Draper hits a drop shot winner again. Draper's drop shots are pretty damn good. 30-40. And they're going to have to be when he plays the bigger boys in the quarterfinals and semis. All right. How my Philippines plan going? They've been put on hold because I have to watch the French Open. But after this tournament, I might leave. 30-40. First serve's a fault, second serve. To get the double break, Draper. Return goes in the backhand of Fonseca. Draper, backhand into the front of Fonseca. Again, the backhand of Draper. As we just slice Fonseca. Goes long. 3-love, Draper. 3-love. Are you going to watch Norrie versus Fernley? Sorry. Well, I might watch it, but we're not going to stream it. All right. All right. How are the DVDs going? Thank you, Chase, for talking about something nice. Good. What I want to do, I can't do it this week because we have to stream. I want to change this room. I need to change this room around. That's my next assignment. I need to change the room around. It's just not working. Keys versus Kennan? Yeah, we might watch that. I don't know. To be honest, like I said at the start of the day, I don't want to watch a lot of matches today because today is sort of like, it's probably the only day we're going to have where there's not going to be ridiculous matches every match. So I want to take a day where I can actually like chill. Like today's the chill day. And it so happens that the match that we thought was going to be good is very not good. So that helps. I don't have to scream and shout as much today. Unless Djokovic has a wild time against a quali, I hopefully won't have to shout today. Save that for tomorrow. So hopefully, starting tomorrow, we'll start getting the crazy matches. I mean, yesterday unexpectedly went crazy, right, with Alcaraz. We didn't think that was going to happen, especially after the first set. So yeah, today's just kind of a chill day. And we're going to watch Pegula, but then I thought, I don't want to scream and shout. I didn't want to watch Zverev yet because, again, just a long match, really. Let's be real. Cam underestimated Draper.
I picked Draper to win! I picked Draper to win!
15-love. As we had a forehand out by Fonseca. And it's 30 love. Norrie is better than Fernley on clay. Yeah, that would be probably a 5-setter. Let's be honest. That'll be play 5 sets, those two. That's going to go the distance. Anyway, drop shot from Draper. And then the slice in the net from Fonseca. 40 love. 40 love. If your ears are bleeding, blame the guy who said that. Because he made your ears bleed. That was his fault. And everybody else who is poking me to say that, like, I picked Draper. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know why anybody is coming in here talking shit. When I picked Draper to win, I don't get, not today. You can't say my predictions are bad today. Not today. I picked Draper to win. You can all get stuffed and blame anybody who says otherwise. Time them out? I'm going to have to time out like every second person. And we don't have enough mods for that. 4 love. Draper fans are so fragile. Jeez, that was savage. 15 love. Yeah, where is Deb in the chat? I don't know if Deb's here. 15 love. As Fonseca serves again. Into the backhand of Draper. Forehand of Fonseca. Again, the forehand of Draper. It's Fonseca. Into that Draper forehand. Fonseca on the stretch. Draper backhand drop shot. Fonseca gets this one, but hits in the net. 15-0. Nobody said Draper fans are fragile. Cam invented it. No, literally, somebody said it. Magda said it. But obviously Magda blocked you because you're annoying. Again, you've been timed out 14 times. I feel like you're out. You're done. 15-0. Today's the day. All right. Draper with another drop shot. Draper's, again, he's learned this clay court tennis. Start of the season, clay court season, he didn't really have it, right? He lost early in Monte Carlo. But I tell you what, that practice with Sinner, when Sinner was allowed to practice with pros, that's done Draper the world of good because he went Monte Carlo. So he didn't do well in Monte Carlo. Then he did really well in Madrid and in Rome. And now again, Draper's got some clay court tennis in him. He knows how to play on clay now. 15-30. Fonseca gets out. 15-40. Like, those drop shots are amazing. All right. 15-40. As the return goes into the forehand of Fonseca. Fonseca hits a winner. 30-40. 30-40. Yeah, Draper has adapted very quickly. All right, 30-40. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Fonseca. Draper slice. Into the forehand of Fonseca, who puts it away. We get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. As we just serve out wide the backhand of Draper. Fonseca comes in. Puts it away. Advantage Fonseca. All right. Advantage Fonseca. Chat is so mean to you today. What happened? I don't know. As we're forehand out of the forehand of Draper. Drop shot is in the net this time, and it's 4-1 Draper. 4-1. It's Saturday, yeah. Yeah, everybody's got school off on the weekend, and they're grabbing their iPad's mum, their mum's iPad to type. Kids are out of school. That's what it is. By the way, Fonseca pointing at his shoulder. He's got the trainer out to work on his shoulder. So we'll see what that is gonna do. Alcaraz's draw is tougher than Sinner's. False. Brits in the chat trying to colonize the chat. I don't think so. I saw yesterday in Matrix the first one. Nice. How'd you like it? What happened to Feast? He's got fractures in his back, apparently. Yeah, stress fractures in his back. Draper versus Sinner should be fun. Yeah, we get it. They both got to... I mean, Draper has an easier opponent, potentially, but Sinner's got to play Rublev, and Rublev... I mean, he ain't no joke. They both should win, though. Stress fractures are like a bone thing, right? So it's like stress fractures in his back bones. Not stress... Like, stress fractures aren't from... in muscles, I don't think. I think they're bones. Like, if you have a stress fracture in your foot, it's in your bone. It's not in your muscles. So when he has a stress fracture in his back, it means that his back muscle... Or his back bones are... have got tiny cracks in them. All right, 4-1. Is it a backhand? 4-1 now to the backhand of Fonseca. Forehand from Draper. Again, the backhand Fonseca. As with a drop shot from Draper. Fonseca gets it with the backhand into the forehand of Draper. It's a pass. Too strong. 15 love. Sounds serious. Yeah, it can be. Because if you play with stress... So, a shin splinter stress fracture? I think so, right? Like, if you play with... stress fractures, you could end up turning into a break, right? Because I think they're like tiny breaks, right? Tiny fractures, little breaks, right? But then I think the more that you play, or the more that you do something, it could turn into a full break. Shin splinter not? Okay. What did I... Maybe stress fracture... Wait. Sure. Then what are stress fractures in... Okay, so they're two different things. Shin splints are in the muscle. Sorry, my bad. Shin splints are muscle. Okay, 30 love. As with a let. Yeah, bruised bone, shin splints, yeah. Return goes into the forehand of Draper. Draper puts away. 40 love. Why did I accept to finish that match against Munar? Why did he accept to finish the match? Because because he didn't want to give up on the crowd. I mean, why not? How long does it take to recover? I think it's just you just got to rest, and he's out for like 4 to 6 weeks minimum, I think. Draper 5-1. 5-1. Cam literally picked Draper. Exactly. God, chat, you're making this really not fun to watch. I know it's not fun to watch already. But usually when the matches are bad, at least we can have some fun. But these ain't been fun at all. Like, some of y'all just need to chill. 5-1. 5-1. As Draper, Fonseca, 15-love. Feast has stress fractures in his back, which is bad. Very bad. All right, 15-love. There's a bit of drop shot from Fonseca, 30-love. 30-love. Love. You hype up the young bud too much. Fonseca deserves the hype. I don't give a shit what you say. 30-15. Draper for RG 25. Okay. Fonseca Draper new rivalry? Nah, Fonseca has to beat Draper to make it a rivalry. It's not a rivalry if it's one-sided. All right, return goes in from Draper. 30-all. Is it like Raducanu or Penko yesterday? Yeah, it's just like, it was supposed to be better. That's all right, though, because we've got so much more tennis coming up. There will be better matches. All right. As we just serve again from Fonseca. Into the forehand of Draper. The return goes to forehand of Fonseca. Draper backhand. Into the backhand Fonseca on the stretch. Draper forehand down the line. Fonseca pass. Draper volleys it wide. Ooh. 40-30. To keep this match alive a little bit longer. 40-30. All right, return goes to forehand of Fonseca. Drop shot's too good. All right, Draper's going to serve the match. Chat's trolling today. No, I don't think it's not even trolling. It's just people just getting silly. It's Saturday. People get silly. We can't have a intelligent conversation if everyone's just being silly. And it sucks because I've missed probably so many good questions, and I'm so sorry if you've asked a good, intelligent question that the chat's been just mauled by people just saying stupid things. So hopefully the next match we can recover, but I blocked more people today than ever. Yeah, so it's not just me. People At least I'm not in a bad mood. So I wasn't in a bad mood. Well, I'm not in a bad mood now, to be honest. But who's Fonseca's coach? Yeah, Justin C. That was a good question. Sorry, I missed it. I think we might need to have like way more mods for some of these players. Unfortunately, it's just annoying. Franco Davin is his coach, according to the internet. Really enjoyed Sinner match and Drapers. Thanks, Sam. No worries, friend. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Fonseca, however, had a successful tournament. Exactly. There you go. Third round of his first French Open. Not a bad result. Lost to a guy that he got smoked against, so it's... Yeah. I mean, he was not supposed to beat Hurkacz. You know what it is. I think a lot of the people that were like shitting on Fonseca going to lose to Hurkacz, that he didn't lose to Hurkacz and they couldn't say anything that day, so they've come in today to say what they wanted to say against Fonseca in the first round. But they had to bite their tongue because he was so good. And now those people are here again going, oh, now I could finally shit on this guy because he's losing. And it's like, okay. But he wasn't going to win this match. He wasn't supposed to. No, I don't think anyone picked him to win this match. 15-all. I'll tell you though, Draper, we can start thinking about Draper Sinner. It's pretty much going to happen, right? Unless something crazy happens. 30-15. Solid theory. Yeah. Why people like that? Because they're bored. As the return goes out by Fonseca, 40-15. 40-15. Match points for Draper to take the win. Now you can watch all Draper matches, Cam. If all Draper matches are like today, I don't know. I don't think we'll be watching many Draper matches if this is going to be what it's like, unfortunately. As the backhand return goes in the net, Draper wins. God, what a win by Draper. Very, very clean match by Draper. Fonseca had a lot of errors, right? He didn't play his best at all, but Draper just did not give an inch. Very clean match. And look, Fonseca didn't make Draper have to do anything more than he did. So Draper just played as well as he needed to. But he didn't give anything away, Draper. He was very clean. That was a clinical match by Draper. And now he's going to take on another unseeded player. So, I mean, his draw is looking pretty cruisy until he plays Sinner. And then we'll see what happens then, because that's going to get a little crazy. If he wins the next match easy, Draper, and he goes to, and Sinner plays a tough match against Rublev, that could be interesting. I think a lot of people will be thinking Draper could win that one. Maybe. All right, GG's. This matchup is like Coco versus Andreeva. I mean, yeah, they've only played twice, though. I mean, I couldn't watch the match. No worries. Fonseca lost to himself. Yeah, Fonseca definitely didn't play his best. I mean, 38 errors. But like I said, Draper just clean. And Draper's first serve, ridiculous. You know? Yeah, quarterfinal Draper Sinner. Unless Rublev spoils the party. Please stop saying playing Sinner, Rublev will win. Okay. If he wins, Rublev will play Draper. Or Sinner will play. There'll be what Rublev or Sinner will play Draper. You happy? Back in an hour. I won't be here, so I don't know why you come back in an hour. We're going to come back in like 3 hours when Djokovic plays. Look at the crowd at the stadium. They still want Fonseca's autograph, but he's not giving them any attention and gone. Yeah, because when you lose, you don't sign autographs. That's normal. That's just how it is. Zverev up 3-1. By the way, Zverev, I got to be honest, chat. Today sucks. Besides Dasher winning, which I love, the matches on the men's side, besides the Griekspoor Quinn match, which, like, of course that was a crazy 5-setter, because it was the most random match of the bunch. Today kind of sucks. Zverev Kaboli was supposed to be better than what it is. This match was obviously supposed to be a little bit closer. Sinner's match was supposed to be better. I mean, Sinner Lehechka was a flop. Well, not for Sinner, but, you know, it was a flop for Lehechka. Oh, it's like, the three epic matches have all been meh. Kind of stinks. And Djokovic versus a qualifier, I mean, let's hope that is something good, but I don't think we have hopes for that. It's weird. It's just a bit of a... Yeah, they've all been... Exactly, all been walk-ups, exactly. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Chad, if you want to use the word overrated, today's been overrated. Today's overrated. The whole day. On the men's side, every match has been shit so far. Well, not shit. Players have played well. They've been uncompetitive. Is that a word? That's a word now. Bublik's up a set and a break, by the way. Bublik Draper. Interesting match if that happens. I don't know if Bublik on clay can beat Draper, but I don't know. Yeah, today's just been kind of meh. From a matchup point of view. Sinner played amazing. Draper played great. Zverev might be playing amazing. I'm not watching, but it's kind of meh on the men's side. Maybe Misalic will make it interesting against Djokovic and we'll have a 5-set banger tonight for no apparent reason. Maybe that'll happen. I'll tell you, my voice is fine with today being shit, though, because then I don't have to scream. Tomorrow, we're getting crazy, though. Hey, Mia. Tomorrow, we're getting crazy. Yeah, Joanne, I'm not stressing today because I'm already... My voice is already screwed, so... I'm really not pushing myself today because I don't want to lose my voice. If I lose my voice, chat, we're not doing it. We don't stream. That's unfortunately the reality. We've already watched like 40 matches this week, so. We have to thank Jumho yesterday for making it more interesting. Yeah, that was, yeah. It was. How many Aussies are left? Dasher. And Popperin. 2. 2 Aussies are into the 4th round. Popperin so random? I don't think so. Poppy's legit. I feel like Popperin can beat Paul. Maybe. What are we watching later? We're watching Djokovic. Plans for tomorrow? So now we're getting serious, right? So tomorrow we're actually getting serious, right? 4th round onwards is getting pretty crazy. So tomorrow we've got Swiatek, Raducanu, Alcaraz, Shelton, Musetti, Runa, Svitolina, Palini, Sabalenka, Anisimova. So we've probably got a bunch of those matches tomorrow. Shelton versus Alcaraz is going to be crazy. That's why I'm saving my voice for that match, because I know that match is going to be crazy. That match will not be boring. Both guys are nuts. So I'm excited for that one. You can never predict which match is going to be bangs, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, but most of the time, more often than not, the ones that we expect to be good turn out to be pretty good. But there are also great matches, potential matches that turn out to be nothing. But I think we all had hoped that one of the matches we've watched so far would have been a little more competitive. I'm not even saying it had to be a 5-setter, just a close 3 sets, right? We didn't even get a tie break. I'll take a tie break at this point. If Djokovic's match goes to a tie break in the first set, we'll have some fun finally, but, I pray Runa beats Musetti in straights. Well, we'll watch that. That's that's a match that deserves to be hyped in 5, right? When am I coming back? In 3.5 hours. Hello. Are you disappointed that this wasn't a 5-setter or a lot more competitive? Why do you always read my mind? Yeah, I'm not disappointed this wasn't a 5-setter. I think that the Sinner match and this match combined, the fact that neither of them were even close, that sucks. Because I think both of them had Fonseca and Lehechka played better, would have made it challenging, right? It would have been more interesting. But Sinner was ridiculous. Lehechka just didn't know what to do, and Fonseca Jack was solid, but Fonseca was terrible. So it's just like, it's disappointing that both the matches were supposed to be great. And then you think, shit, how good would a Fils and Rublev have been, right? Man, if we had that match today. But unfortunately, we don't have that match. And then the Zverev match against Kaboli was also supposed to be, somewhat interesting. And it's like, it's going to be straight set Zverev, right? So that's disappointing. When we thought those matches, because the only match we got left is Djokovic versus a qualifier. And I don't know if that's going to be better than these matches. But it might be. I mean, who knows? Maybe Djokovic is sleepy and Misalic surprises maybe. Maybe we get a four-setter or something. But yeah, I think the Sinner match and this match have just kind of bummed me out. Because it just hasn't been nearly as interesting as I'd hoped. Is Zverev about to go up a double break? Also, Bublik's kicking ass. You never know what a beauty. Yesterday we had a crazy ass match, didn't we? With Alcaraz, and we didn't expect that to be as crazy as it was. The night matches seem to do bring up some surprises. Keys Kenin could be good, but I can see saving your voice for tomorrow. Yeah. I don't want to push myself. I was hoping that we could watch less matches that would be more interesting, but unfortunately, we watched less matches that are not as interesting. But hey, maybe that's a sign to just today we're just taking it easy, right? Because we've got a big week ahead of us. Fourth round tomorrow. There's at least 5 matches that are crazy good on paper, and then on Monday, we're starting to get some crazy matches too, right? Monday's got... what have we got on Monday? So Monday we've got Andreeva Kasatkina, which we'll probably watch. We could have Alexandra Gauff, right? On the men's side of things, we've got Sinner Rublev. We've got possibly Zverev Grigspor, which is always 5 sets. Norrie Djokovic rematch could be a thing. So yeah, we've got some, we do have some interesting, we got some good matches coming up. It only gets better. Why are you ignoring the women today? Don't give me that shit. Go on. Don't give me that. Not today. Jeff out here trying to be edgy or some shit. I don't know what you're trying to do, brother. What movie is the first poster to the right? There's Wimbledon and Challengers. How long are you staying here for? We'll stay for a little bit and then we'll get out of here. Totally unfair. Cam watches loads of women's matches. Thank you. Yeah, I think Jeff's just trying to be cool. When's the fourth round be? It starts tomorrow. Today is ATP day. It's a chill day and there's just, we're watching ATP. Cam covers more women's tennis than most channels that only cover men's matches. Exactly. I mean, I don't need to defend myself. Zverev will win. What was that? Zverev will win? Oh yeah, Zverev served for the match. How far will Bublik go? Probably lose to Draper in the next round. Sinner Draper quarterfinals. Yeah, possibly. Cam won't cover Coco's match today. Why? All right. The matches today are not giving? Yeah, I know, right? Bublik is showing amazing defense. Is he? Nice. You know what though? I'm just gonna have a look. So if Zverev wins, so Zverev's playing right now, right? Did Zverev win? So Coco's coming on after Zverev, right? Just trying to think of the schedule here. So I've got 3.5 hours of nothing. So if we watch Coco, you know what? We will watch Coco. And only because, Carl, you are a valued member of the community that you've been here for years. So Carl, for you, we will. We will watch Coco. For you. Because we kind of can. It kind of makes it all, we could watch her and her match isn't going to go 5 hours. So, we could probably watch her and it's not going to be, hopefully it's a good match. And if she's got a bad record against Buzkova, then that makes it a little bit more interesting too. So, Carl, you know what? This one's for you. We're gonna watch Buzkova versus Gauff because it actually fits into the schedule kind of nicely. Let me just set it up, and then we can get sorted. And then we'll watch Djokovic after that. But Djokovic will probably still come on in like 2 hours after that anyway. So yeah, let's do it. Let's watch Gauff. Let's watch Coco. We gotta have one good match. We gotta get one good match today, chat. Come on, gotta be one match that lights the day on fire. That's not between lower ranked players. I know Pegula was a great match, but we're gonna get one good match. All right. So Gauff's coming on after Zverev. Does Zverev win? Zverev's got match point. And then he lost it. Okay, shit. All right. Thanks for the extra stream. No worries. We'll watch Coco. We haven't watched Coco much this week, so it's probably a good time to watch Coco. Considering that I picked her to win, probably should watch her. Probably should watch the player that I picked to win, just to get a good idea of if she's going to win. My prediction for the tournament. Let's see how good let's see if she's going to live up to that. Yeah, so yeah, she has a losing record against Buzkova as well, so that's interesting. They haven't played for a couple of years. All right. So Zverev's still going. We're just waiting for Zverev to finish, and then we can talk. I forgot you picked Coco. Yeah. Zverev double fault a match point. Classic. Zverev's got match point again. Today is not only Iga's birthday, but it's my 3-year channelversary. Hey, Deja! Shout out to you and happy birthday to Iga. Yeah, Bublik's up 2 sets of love. Yep, tomorrow's schedule is out. It sure is. God, Zverev is just... As soon as I said we're going to watch Gauff, Zverev went, no, you're not. God damn it, Sasha. What the hell are you doing? All right, I'm going to send you over there anyway. If Zverev loses that set, loses and... I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to send you over there. Thanks for joining. Draper wins. 6-2, 6-4, 6-2. And he is into the 4th round. He'll take on either Bublik or Rocha. And at the moment, it is Bublik. So we'll watch that maybe in a couple of days. But next coming up is Gauff.